DeepSeek from China, Justin. I wanted to make this video because one of our commitments is education, but also being a little more conservative and protecting small business and professionals.
Right. And this has been a hot topic across all social media and the news lately. And it seems like two camps are forming up. The camp who's not too concerned about that has downloaded the model to their computer locally or doesn't seem to care about data safety much because they think everyone's stealing it. And then there is the other camp that is still impressed by it, is very concerned about its ties to China, and very concerned about how it's getting its data.
What I want people to know is from our conservative, protecting people advice, I would move cautiously. If you're a techie person that knows how to download the model on your computer and you feel you can control it, do it. But from what we can see from the terms of agreement, and the servers are in China, and even, Justin, some evidence that there might be some holes in the system where it could be hacked and so forth. Ours would be, as a professional, if you want to mess with it, maybe keep it on a browser, not a downloaded app, and do it with unimportant things that doesn't have any personal identifiers that you would not like to serve over to China. So I think we took a little time. Justin and I have spent a lot of time looking at it, listening to different professionals on it. And ours is move cautiously. And also, Justin, I think if they do want to do it, I kind of recommend they sign in with an email that's not used much and a username and password that they don't mind being hacked. I'm going to be a little more conservative, protective than that.
And that's right. And some of the concerns out there from some world-class tech experts that I've seen who are really starting to not blow a whistle, but really show concern over it is, even though it's open source and you're able to look at how it works, one of the big red flags that a lot of people saw was why $6 million, dollars to build and operate. And that's because a lot of people are claiming that they essentially stole information from OpenAI's ChatGPT. And what's been found out by some professionals who go and look at the code is they say it's collecting IP addresses, keystroke patterns, device information, and again, it's storing it in China, where at any given point, the Chinese Communist Party could requisition that information and use it in any way they want. Again, you're talking about recommendations. Yes, unfortunately, many companies take your data and they sell it. However, at the same time, you do have to look at Western culture and Eastern culture, and not all Eastern culture, but mainly the CCP. Whereas it's not right for any company to sell your data. However, I do have a lot more hope and trust in some of the companies on the Western side here in the United States to do what they say they're going to do, rather than trust in what we've seen out of the Chinese Communist Party, unfortunately, with how they manage data and censorship.
Yeah, I mean, if they wanted to create a Trojan horse, this would be a darn good one to do. And again, I want to acknowledge it's not that we verified it, it's just my years of international experience and knowing people around the world and knowing, look, there is no privately really owned business in China. The government has their hands pretty deep in it to whatever they're doing. So again, we wanted to make this brief video. Our vote is move cautiously on that. If you're new, stick with things we teach in our class, like Copilot, ChatGPT, and there are many others. Remember, in all our training, we give you links. We verified and test, and we teach you the level of security to take care of your data. I just wanted us to make this real quick to say we're voting no to jump in unless you're signing in with a different email and you're dabbling with it, or you're a very technical person and you understand all the aspects of the security on this, because there are too many things that just look suspicious. That's all I'll say.
That's right.
Excellent. Thanks. And folks, we love to hear your comments. Again, Justin, on my perspective, is safety first. And of course, safety to Americans first. It's in everything we do in the training, especially from small business to professionals. And we took a few days to make this video before we went, no, we're in agreement. And our advisors we have on the team also move cautious. Thanks, folks. Make sure to click subscribe and the bell, and look forward to hearing from your comments. This is Martin Brossman and
Dr. Justin Rose.